Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna do, as I said, I will be doing a live stream once a week at least on various subjects. Today's subject, as you see, basically is ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT here and there. The question is, should Google be afraid of it? Absolutely yes. Or more specifically, they should be afraid of at least GPT-3. ChatGPT is just a version of working off of GPT-3 basically, and like honestly, they should be afraid of it. Honestly, even though they say, "Oh well, ChatGPT in this case doesn't actually go into the realm of being afraid," like being into the realm of working in Google space of like the search engine and such. It's a case where like nowadays people are just asking it basically, these type of searches coming back with information. Specifically now the fact that Chat GPT only works with information up to 2021. And it's an interesting factoid basically where that, like with Chat GPT, um, it's not as scalable as you think it is basically. I mean, there are going to be cases where it's going to be slow as hell, but like, you know what, honestly, you're seeing Google basically probably going to being a little bit scared of it, because the fact is like once they were not scared of Facebook, because like at the time Facebook was just a social media platform. They didn't think people were going to worry about it, care about it, or anything like that. It was just a fad. Turns out it wasn't a fad, and then more and more people started going to Facebook, that they started asking more and more questions on Facebook itself versus using Google. I mean, which would you rather do? Doing a Google search for opinions on products on Google itself, or getting it off of friends or friends of friends for that matter? So it's the same thing with ChatGPT. People are now asking for like, certain information, but in a more natural language aspect that's coming back to them very fairly quickly at that point. So Google is definitely freaking out about it. I can see that. Mind you, I don't, for those that are coming on, I'm gonna play stupid right now. I mean, you could put something in the chat. I'll try to see if I can say something, but I'm just going back and forth because I'm going onto the website right now. I'm on Chat GPT or Chat OpenAI. I did ask it a question of, should Google be afraid of Chat GPT? Their exact response: it is unlikely that Google should be afraid of ChatGPT, as they are both serving different purposes. Google is a search engine that provides users with information from a wide range of sources on the internet. ChatGPT is a language model that can generate human-like text based on the input it receives. While ChatGPT can be used to search text for search queries, it is not a direct competitor to Google search engine. That's a bunch of hogwash, considering the fact that now Microsoft has uh, invested a lot of money to OpenAI, which is also using ChatGPT, and they're looking to incorporate ChatGPT into Bing. I think that's a case where, like, now Google is freaking out about it. Now, you might be asking, like, oh, ChatGPT, what about GPT-3? What's that exactly? So in this case, GPT-3 is basically it's a sort of a generative pre-trained transformer, third iteration, of course. It's a state of, now this is from ChatGPT as well. So I asked them what GPT-3 is. Basically, they said it's a state of the art language generation model developed by OpenAI. It uses deep learning techniques, or DNNs, to generate human-like text, and it has the ability to perform a wide range of language tasks, such as language translation, summarization, question answering, and text completion. GPT is trained on a diverse range of internet text, allowing it to generate text that is difficult to distinguish from text written by human. It has 175 billion parameters, making it the most powerful language model ever created. Now that's pretty big. I mean, to the point where, like, if they open source it, see, you can see quite a few number of people actually jumping into that at that point as well, and incorporating into the natural AI or chat assistant, virtual assistant bots, basically, and that would make absolute sense from this perspective. Honestly, I would not be surprised seeing Clippy come back, but Clippy utilizing Chat GPT, or in this case, GPT-3. Some people have missed Clippy, of course, and some people thought Clippy was very annoying. But like, look at Clippy coming back in this case, or maybe Cortana, like a avatar of Cortana from the Halo series, and seeing that being used at that point as well too. Honestly, uh, Google is definitely freaking out. Not freaking out, but they're definitely concerned, definitely overly concerned about it. I mean, there's a New York Times article today as well too, saying that Google's calling help from the founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, for the AI fight, where it's the chatbot has definitely shaken Google out of its routine, and now they're engaging in like at least 20 AI projects, or they have 20 AI projects in the process. Um, and it could definitely, delve into the aspect of competing with their AI, or not their AI. No, well, some of the AI projects, but also into the search business for that matter. I mean, honestly, it's something interesting to see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Bryn and Paige work into this, considering that they haven't really delved into the AI aspect of thing, at least that I'm aware of. I mean, let's see what they do. Um, but it's kind of interesting to see what they will try to do. I mean, honestly, you probably might see another sort of the Google AI aspect, or the Google search engine, like, okay, Google search Google, and sort of applying that with the natural selection as sort of a virtual assistant, probably onto the Google search bar, or some aspects of Google's other product suites like Google Docs, Google Sheets, etc. Um, I mean, Pinchar basically has declared a code red for it. Basically, he's worried about it. I think he realizes showing that how Google dropped the ball on Facebook, and they could have come up with something so easily to compete with them. That I think Alphabet now and is definitely going into the point of like, let's just focus on this, and like, let's go all in on AI, not AI, but more of go all in to the point of like, to rival something Chat GPT. We don't want this to come up and like overtake us at that point. And this is not a fad, to be quite honest. People might think this is a fad. Honestly, I don't see it as a fad, basically. Uh, Interesting. I'm reading this article from the New York Times, basically, where they say they have been keen on bringing AI into Google's products. Vic Gandatra, he was a senior VP of Google. Specifically, you might know him from G Plus, the failed G Plus or Google Plus thing, where he gave Larry Page a demonstration of a new Gmail feature around 2008, but he wasn't impressed by it. Why can't it automatically write the email for you? And then at that point, Google acquired DeepMind. Uh, the fact that Google acquired DeepMind and now Microsoft looking to buy into OpenAI, don't be surprised if Amazon starts buying into some AI companies at that point as well, too. To be quite honest, um, honestly, you might see something with YouTube, and incorporating GPT-3 for that matter, or some aspects of AI. I mean, you might see some YouTube products that you might do a green screen test on yourself as well too, like sort of a shopping aspect. YouTube with shopping is becoming now more and more synonymous. They might want to do a try-on feature as well too. Honestly, there are a number of ways to do this as well too. Um, there is of course another thing which another sort of rival to GPT-3, which is Lambda. That Lambda was pretty worked on pretty for quite a while, but it seems like it's dying out, because not dying out, but they're losing their quote unquote market share to GPT-3 at for this matter. Uh, Anyways, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on Chat GPT or GPT-3, and as well as with Google, should they be fearful of it, or any other aspects? And do we see maybe DuckDuckGo or other search engines? I mean, honestly, we could probably see Amazon making a purchase and then going into the realm of competing with the Bings, DuckDuckGo, and Google for that matter, in the search industry, search industry itself, basically, specifically incorporating natural language processing. Let's see how that works. With it, please subscribe and please leave any comments. I mean, I know my chat live isn't that long. I think I might have to set something where I could set my live streams to be 30 minutes, but it's kind of hard to do. And it would be great if I could do it over my phone, but I don't have enough subscribers to actually do live streaming from my phone at this point. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I should be able to do a live stream from my mobile phone wherever I'm at, and that'd be great too. Because like some of the stuff that I do see on while walking around or driving around or traveling around, basically, or being at, I would love to live stream it, but I can't. It'd be great if it could. It'd be great if YouTube allowed that, but they don't. They allow live streaming through the from a desktop perspective or browser that's on a laptop or desktop. So with that, I'll leave it at that. Until next time.